So first, have you? I know Fringy's seen this, but that is the poster for. Have you seen that, Rags?
This is not really. This is clearly a joke. This is some kind of a meme image that was made on Reddit.
The plot thickens. The plot thickens, Rags. Trust me.
I just like my initial reaction was, CJ's I thought was pretty pointed. He was just like, looks like a video game, and he put the PS2 symbol on top of it and stuff. And it was like, oh yeah, it looks kind of like a video game. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with the Emperor's face.
That face, though, First off, fuck me, how is he around?
Yeah, I know.
That's insane that he fell into an exploding Death Star.
Yeah.
I just like if that doesn't
they can. There's so many ways though, man. It's like clones or flashbacks or hologram recording.
They're gonna fuck it up somehow.
Respect's not a word they're appreciative of.
He's gonna be a fucking zombie robot. Or some shit like that, or I uploaded my brain into a computer under the ocean, or some stupid shit, and he'll come back to life, and they'll ruin it. They will ruin it.
Well, it's like, what characters haven't we ruined yet? Like, let's go through the list. All right, Palpatine, you're next up. Lando, you're coming up next.
Yeah.
We'll ruin them.
They'll ruin Ewoks one day. They'll be like, you know what? Ewoks. Let's do it. You ready for this potentially incredible trailer?
No, I don't.
You are.
I don't think any amount of preparation will make me ready for this monstrosity of the cinema.
I think you could argue that the first 6 Star Wars films are a matter of someone wanted to create, and then the new ones are someone wanted to recreate.
Right.
This led to completely different results. Maybe this will be the... I mean, you could argue that TLJ is a matter of someone trying to create rather than recreate, but I'd probably say, no, destroy is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, I was about to say it was...
I don't feel like JJ doesn't give a shit about Star Wars. Ryan Johnson doesn't give a shit about Star Wars. These are just the next thing in their career.
So, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
I like it. Fuck, it's shit.
Remember
Look at this
Star
great movie
Wars?
we had nothing to do with. Yeah, this great movie that we didn't make. Remember that movie?
Oh, man. Yeah, that's that.
Look at this guy. Look at this dude.
Look at this hopeful dude. He thought things are gonna work out, you idiot. Why? What are they doing?
They're trying to get you like, oh, remember the good shit?
Really? They're just gonna cycle... Okay,
like,
this is...
You see, guys? Look at all the good stuff, huh? Isn't this great?
I love how, like, the intended effect of this montage is, oh, this is great, but what I'm feeling is, oh, you ruined it. You ruined it.
They're showing us, like, we've killed... Well, they haven't killed Kenobi yet, but they might do. It's like, we got Han, Leia, Luke, Millennium Falcon went down too. It's like, let's see what else we've got. This is like a target list. We have little crosses that appear on these people as it cycles through.
Just trying to poison the well. Bait your emotions.
Oh, how could anyone... I actually think this is very constructed. They might have done this just because they're like, oh, people hate us right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely they are.
They had a conversation about this in a boardroom. They definitely did.
Oh,
they looked at the cold hard numbers and were like, guys, a lot of people fucking hate Star Wars now. Thanks, Ryan. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to really prime them with the shit that they liked. So go get the movies, whatever episodes they were, because I don't fucking... Then
it's like this
footage of those.
It's like this extremely robotic suit guy that he's like, what images do I collect? It's like characters, and he's like characters. What are they? And he's like, oh, they're like these people in the movie that have like like in-depth sort of. And the suit guy's like, I don't understand.
Boba Fett.
Boba.
We already ruined him. Chewie's not even a character.
Characters who care about each other. Remember that?
Characters who had arcs.
I'm actually getting kind of annoyed. It's like, show your own content for fuck's sake. None of this is yours.
We purchased this. You're gonna ruin him.
We use money to get to your emotions. Like, yeah.
Are they gonna show any prequel footage? Are they gonna show any prequel footage here?
Passed on all we know.
We passed on all we know.
Okay,
they did. Oh, Darth Maul of all things was first, by the way. That's interesting.
Yeah.
How telling is that? What a world we live in. Because do you remember with TFA when it came out, everybody was talking about how the prequels were essentially, you know, ignored. And it seemed that Disney were like, people made all these jokes. They were like, haha, Disney's taking the good of Star Wars, they're ignoring the bad. They're not even going to recognize the prequels exist. And as much as, like, I thought that that might have been the case, I find it amusing that it's just not the case anymore. They're like, no, look, prequels, you like prequels? Like,
You get the sense that Disney, you don't know what Disney cares about.
No.
You have no idea what they're going to do next because you have no idea about their vision.
And Mace Windu over here. I'm so. What is the? What are they doing? What is this trailer?
Have you the synopsis for this movie?
They show.
Are they showing Force Awakens? What are you doing? No.
No, people don't know.
Can't do that.
Oh, are they really? Wait, hang on a sec. Are they really trying to make this be like, here it comes, it's all come to this? It's like, no, it hasn't.
The synopsis for this movie is that it's the end of the Skywalker saga, which is all 9 films. So they're trying to make it seem like this is what it's all been leading up to,
it's
and
the
it
end,
bugs me.
It seems
the end of
so
the Disney
just
fanfic. That's what this
tacked
is.
Well, the thing is, it's like, what? Oh, fuck off. Just fuck off. Like,
Well, that's the thing. Episode 6 is the end. It's a great end. And then it's like, no, I'm just waiting, right, for the one day where fucking, I don't know, Amazon gets so big that they buy the franchise, and then they make another 3 movies on the end of this, and they call it the real end of the Skywalker saga.
This reminds me a lot of the marketing for Dark Phoenix, where they're like, it's all been leading to this. It's like, no, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't. Shut up.
Like, no, you didn't. You just fucking stapled this on to the end of something, and you're just writing.
It's just like, if the real ending is what makes sense for an ending. So for X-Men, it was Logan, because it ends with the characters it began with, and with Star Wars, it was Episode 6, because that was the end of the story.
It's so interesting to compare as well, because you got, the MCU came to its end of season, if you will, this year, and then so did Game of Thrones, coming to the end of the series. Like, what are you gonna be, Episode 9? Are you gonna be more like Game of Thrones, or are you gonna be more like Endgame, in terms of audience reception, anyway? Stop.
My eyes are open now.
Stop.
My eyes were closed during that sword fight we had. I closed my eyes for like 5 seconds. You saw me.
All he needed to do to win was just pull it down and stab her in the chest while she wasn't looking. It's like, well, that's the end of this trilogy, isn't it?
And plus, you're like, he's like an adult. He's an adult male who's very clearly chiseled and has been working out, and she's just some chick, and he can't
scavenger.
He can't just overpower her
malnourished.
easily. It's just.
Use the Force, it's fine.
What
Man.
the fuck is this? Hey, look, they haven't completely forgotten Chewbacca.
What's going on there?
I have no idea what this is. It's not an army, is it?
Fucking festival of some kind on a desert planet.
The thing. This could be, like, in Disney universe, this could be an army. Just an army of clowns.
The clown army.
Here's the thing. If you strip away the paint job, this is the army of the First Order. This right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is the way that they behave. Like, this is them. This is the First Order right here, just without the aesthetics.
I was going to say, you're being generous, because these people seem to have organized something here, you know? This seems...
Yeah, it's like they've built structures to their gods or something. They're building the Tower of Babel.
The story of a generation. It's already been told, you cunts.
Y-Wing. Hey, there's Y-Wings.
Oh, shit, Y-Wing. Uh-oh.
They got B-Wings, too. Y-Wings, B-Wings, A-Wings, X-Wings, of course.
A-Wings, Y-Wings, Where-Wings, How-Wings.
Yeah, man. All right. I'm glad they remember those exist.
What
Oh
the
my god. What the fuck is this?
What?
Are you shitting me?
What was that?
Oh my god. What is this? What is this?
What the hell?
What the fuck is this? Oh my goodness. Now, here's
Why
the
do
thing.
you need that many Star Destroyers?
If
What?
in an alternate universe, I can understand this making sense. This makes absolutely no. How big is the First Order? I don't fucking understand.
Do you remember when
What
one
is
of
scale
these was scary? Why the hell do you need 1 million of them?
Because a million is a million times
Jesus
scarier.
Christ. They're all going to get wiped out by something.
Yeah, one kamikaze
hyperspace through it, and they're all blown up.
Yeah,
Oh my
hyperspace through
God.
it. That'll kill them all.
Seriously, JJ, you are unapologetically obsessed with just... His idea of raising the stakes is always to times 10.
It's just control, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy,
This
paste.
looks absurd. It just
This
looks
looks silly.
ridiculous.
What the
Like,
hell?
in my head, I'm trying to think of a scenario where this would be a plausible thing to see. And then first off, you wonder where the fuck were these things in the Last Jedi and in the Force Awakens? Remember, each one of these things has how many people on it? How many TIE fighters? How many?
Thousands.
Don't forget it also has a tracking system. Every one of these has a tracking system each. They can travel through, literally follow people through hyperspace. Like,
How can you possibly beat them? Even the Empire doesn't seem like it had this many Star Destroyers in one place at one
you know what's the
time.
funny thing? The Empire didn't even need them. It didn't even need them. It needed like
everyone
5.
needed to stay in fucking line because it's like Rome, man. It's like Rome. They had roads everywhere. You didn't have to have an army everywhere because you knew that if you fucking pissed them off, then you'd have a Roman army at your doorstep in a few weeks. It's the same way with the Empire. A Star Destroyer is like a I guess the modern day equivalent of it would be like an aircraft carrier, where one of those things shows up and you're like, okay, they mean business, because that's a very expensive piece of equipment that can wreak havoc from untold distances. These things, you see one of them and you know the kind of the army that's inside of it, all the planes and bombers and TIE fighters and ground troop. Once one of these things goes into orbit, you're like, okay, we get it. We're staying in line.
In Disney World, you see one of these things and you go, "Oh no!"
Oh, ha ha
And
ha!
also,
ha.
from a tactical standpoint, does it make sense to have like 1,000 of the exact same identical thing?
Think of how this could be so cool. Like, you have one thing I really, really like is the idea that when a ship leaves hyperspace, it's just poof, it just shows up and it's there, and you have no idea that it's coming. So imagine you're doing your thing, and all of a sudden, boom, Star Destroyer is right there in orbit, and it shows up, and you're like, oh fuck, shit's about to go down because the Empire is here for a reason. They don't just send these things for no reason at all. But now this is totally wasted. It's like the weight that should have is just gone. It's been wasted.
They sent like 14 of them plus the Supremacy, which was like 100 Star Destroyers in one, after a ship with 400 people on it in the last.
Yeah,
the scale is out of whack. I mean, because now I'm thinking like, once you mentioned the whole jumping right in, I remember the scene in Halo Reach where you detonate the bomb on the Covenant ship, and then you're like, oh, all right, we got him, good. And then it's just like, oh, slip space rupture detected, slip space, and then all these ships start popping in, and
everyone's like, oh,
fuck. This is the end. It's like the scale is clearly defined. It's over. The fight is over. It's lost. But now that wouldn't work if you had 10,000 Covenant ships.
I remember reading the books and stuff. Like when the Covenant show up, it's a big deal. The tone changes entirely. It's not about fighting. It's about how can we run away, scraping together whatever survivors we can. Like you're not even like here's the thing. Once a Star Destroyer shows up, you should be. This isn't about fighting a battle. This isn't about inflicting damage. This is about how can we get away with as many people surviving as possible. But in this, it's like fuck it.
Well, look, this is the crazy thing. So you'd be like, well, we've lost. It's like, no, actually, there's a lot of ways they could still easily win. Like, oh. So why the hell does it even matter at this point? If there was literally 1 billion Star Destroyers, would we care? It's like, no, not really.
Right. Oh, they have another diversity hire.
Wait, what the fuck? Evil C-3PO?
Wait, what?
Evil C-3PO.
What?
Where the fuck was this the last 2 movies?
What the hell's going on with his eyes?
I am curious something else. Yeah.
Oh, is that a Death Star laser?
I don't know. Where was this the last 2 episodes?
I can't wait to see another super weapon because that's all JJ knows how to do.
Why didn't they use this ever?
I'm sure it was just created. I'm sure they just finished it.
Your journey.
Wow, she was trained hard.
Oh, that's the Emperor's voice, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like him.
Oh, why the fuck? Yeah, they're gonna fight for sure then. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good.
it's in.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
What the?
What the hell did I just see?
It was like a nunchuck lightsaber.
It was
What
like a
the
nunchuck
hell?
lightsaber.
It's in.
Okay, so first of all, why does that look?
Ray.
Does that look fake to anyone else? Like a Photoshop?
It does kind of look like a photo. It's hard. Yeah, it doesn't look real.
Why would I want a
let
lightsaber
me-
that has two sharp points on the same end? It's like I feel like it's
why would you?
redundant.
It looks so dangerous as well. The fact that it's like a nunchuck. What the hell?
Yeah, just
I want to
like
get the wide shot.
oh.
What the
I'm
fuck is
going to the
happening?
original- I'm gonna go to the original. The pause it here.
What the hell? This has to be like a, you know, a nightmare flash forward thing. This cannot, I cannot believe for a second that this is, why would they even show this? Like, if it was
What?
real.
She just flicks it. I'm Darth Maul. Remember Darth Maul?
I feel like that's why they showed us Darth Maul now. It's like, in case people forgot, this is the cool thing you guys like. What the hell? Seriously. Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. I'm so depressed.
What the Ray is just Darth Maul now. Okay.
Oh, by the way, so that TIE interceptor we saw earlier, that seems to be Kylo's. Because he's walking away from it at around 132. And Rey's going to kick his ass, of course.
Oh,
She has
absolutely.
to. If she doesn't, that's the thing. She's already beaten him fucking twice.
Well, it's not going to make sense
It's-
if he beats her, but what if he beats her and she becomes evil or some shit? I don't know. What the hell are they going for here?
Fuck it, just do it. Just do something. Do something interesting. It's gonna be shit.
Why
so at
would you
least
have
just
a
make me say
lightsaber
it's
that
interesting.
has two pointy ends that you
That
can then
swings
flip
out?
to make it a double lightsaber? I mean, what good is that? That seems so dangerous. One misdirected thing and you're dead, and you cut yourself in half.
I do not understand this.
Oh, this is such a
I mean-
my original character. Please do not steal.
Yeah, it feels like that, doesn't it? It's just
However,
what in the-
so Rey can't possibly turn evil. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna be like, oh yeah, Rey was a bad guy. Also,
thing
if they did it, it wouldn't make any sense. Like how with all that we have, Rey's too pure.
Mm-hmm.
She's
the thing
too
is,
perfect.
I get the impression that what they're trying to lead to, or maybe this is what they have to do now because of The Last Jedi, it's like, oh, you see, they're both as bad as each other. They're both flawed. And then it's going to be the moral of like, oh, fucking both, you know, go right down the middle. That's the right way to go. That's the
The
which might
fascinating
explain
thing.
this.
The fascinating thing about Rey is that if she chose to do anything, I wouldn't even know why, because I don't know what are her values.
Why is she here?
We've got 2 movies, and I
It's
don't
bad
even
to
know
do
what
bad
she
things.
wants. Exactly.
Doing bad things
Bad
is
so
things are
bad.
bad,
is it gonna be
but
that
good
she's
things are
like-
good.
I have to be red. I'm sorry. What is the context for this? What do you guys think is the most likely context for this shot?
For Darth
Um,
Maul Rey?
Yeah.
Dream sequence, but I feel like that's too obvious.
I was gonna
Everybody
say,
would
like,
think
they've
it's a
already
dream
kind of
sequence, right?
done that shit.
I-
Like, I'm trying to think
yeah,
of.
I feel like it's gonna be some like a glimpse into an alternate future, or like a glimpse into what could have been, or something like that. And
I
I
think
bet
that's probably it.
Palpatine's gonna infect the minds of a character. Maybe Kylo, maybe Rey, maybe Chewbacca. Who the fuck knows? And this is gonna be like, this could have been the future. It's like, this is the plan. It's like, this is the world I'm trying to create, or something like that. And you see Rey's face, and oh, she's got a special lightsaber. Because it's not just enough that she's evil. Ooh, she got a double nunchuck lightsaber. Oh,
Oh man.
I mean, the world is. I don't understand this world anymore. I don't understand who the players are and what they want. Whereas
what
in
does the
all the
Republic
other
want?
movies,
What is
well,
the
it's
First
just
Order has
even
no identity.
in the
They're
you know
just
in the
evil.
prequels. It's like
The First
you got
Order's
the-
entire policies revolve around we have to kill the rebels. That's it. Like, at least the Empire ran a government.
We have to kill the rebels. It's like, but the rebels are just here to fight against you. But it's this world is a
Well, the
mess.
thing
Well, you know, it's like,
I
do you do
always
anything else? And if
like
Snoke's dead, who's been putting the policies in place? Who's been, you know, ruling the galaxy? What's up?
Number 2.
The thing is like with the other movies, it always felt like there was more going on in the universe beyond what was happening with just the main characters. It always felt like there was a universe beyond the main story that we saw. Whereas here, it's like it doesn't feel like this is a galaxy.
It only exists. Anything that you see only exists because it needs to for the scene we want to have.
Yeah, it exists to revolve around the main characters. It's all about the main characters.
Even Canto Bight, like that's not a place that it's even real. It's not a real place. It's
right?
not. Yeah, it's not a place out there. Yeah.
Tatooine feels real. Yeah, Coruscant's great. I mean, and even
what's happening in Coruscant right now?
Oh, dude, I would love to know what's happening on Coruscant.
I would love to know.
Would you guys love Disney to go to Coruscant? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I just like think of in your head, like with the state of the universe, the galaxy as it's in right now. What is happening on Coruscant? Where is the Republic headquarters?
Wouldn't it be neat to know what the people think about all of this nonsense?
Oh, if I could warp into this universe and just ask people on the street, hey, so what do you think about like the Republic? And they'd probably say, the what?
Which ones are they?
Like, no, we're run by a territorial governor. Like, oh, like Warhammer. It's like, yeah, whatever that is, sure. And I'd be like, I don't even. That's the thing. You have universes like Warhammer, right? 40K, which are so well detailed. And there's so many rules and there's so much world building and it's also structured and you know exactly what the fuck's going on. And then you look at Star Wars and you're like, what the hell is even going on? I think it's just Star Wars.
You never know with these.
How can he rise? He's dead.
That's not what it means.
Palpatine's back. Palpatine's back.
It's referencing Anakin. Apparently he is in this film, by the way.
We heard Darth Vader breathing. That's what people eat up so often. Oh, look. Wow. That's cool. All of those Star Destroyers in the mist. Wow, that's incredible. I can't wait to see that, even though it spits in the face of everything.
That's where we're at, folks.
I am so depressed.
Man, that was worse than I thought it was going to be, to be honest with you.
I did not expect Evil 3PO, Army of Star Destroyers, or Evil Rey.
And that lightsaber, I was not expecting.
I knew that Kylo and Rey were going to have a fight again, but seeing it was kind of like, yeah.
The dramatic location.
Yeah, I know, that's the other thing, right? It has to... First they were in like this snowy forest that was getting destroyed. Second time they were on a Star Destroyer that was split in half, or a supremacy that was split in half in a room that was on fire against an army of people, and now they're on what looks to be a ship on a waterfall that looks extremely dangerous. Like, of course, because imagine they just fought in a room.
And then you look at The Empire Strikes Back, Luke and Vader's fight. They were just hallways. It wasn't about the location. The only thing that was really interesting was at the very end in the pit.
It was environmental interaction, but it wasn't like a movie playing in the background, if you know what I mean. It reminds me of like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like the environment exists, it's there, but you should be focused on the characters
I think
their interaction.
I think the way that I would view it is in the original films, it's like if it were like a video game, it would be like a boss fight, a fully interactive boss fight where you can interact with the environment, but you still are playing like it were the way that it was supposed to be. And all
and the new ones just like
pieces feel like
UTEs.
quick time event.
Yeah.
Like
Rey's about to attack Kylo. Press X. Like,
even the Phantom Menace knew how to do this right. Even in the Phantom Menace with Darth Maul, they were fighting in like, a place, like a normal place.
Yeah, massive power generators and hallways and
then they actually found creative ways to use the space to set up interesting scenarios, like having all the things block them off so that, Obi-Wan couldn't get to Qui-Gon before he got killed, or in the fight with Yoda and Palpatine in the Senate, using the chairs and throwing them at each other. It's like, oh, that's good shit. Remember when this was good? God.
Who knows what else we're going to be getting? Because this is the thing, man. To reveal Rey as like evil, I'm just like, so that's probably just a bait then, because they wouldn't want to reveal something like that, would they?
Well, I mean, how much do they need to show to get people back and watch? Because how many people aren't going to watch it? How many people have they lost? Like discounting the people like us who are masochists and are going to watch it anyway just
Also,
to see
I'm still
how many
curious
people they lost.
if it's literally going to be Star Wars Episode 9, the retcon of The Last Jedi, like, as a whole. Because the fact that Rey might even be evil is just a retcon, too. Because her whole thing at the end of the previous film was like, how are we going to rebuild and become, you know, a powerful good force again? It's like, I don't know, become evil. We'll see, I guess. Rip Star Wars.